Welcome back to Explain the Charts, everyone. Today, we're diving deep into Tesla, ticker symbol Tesla, and as of July 31st, 2025, there's certainly a lot to discuss. Let's start by looking at the broader market sentiment and the latest news surrounding Tesla before we jump into the charts. Recent headlines from Yahoo Finance and other sources highlight significant volatility following Tesla's latest earnings report, which occurred approximately a week ago. The stock initially slid 4.1% and then plunged a further 8.2% after the release, painting a rather bearish picture. However, renowned investment firm ARK Invest, led by Cathie Wood, viewed this 8.2% dip as a buying opportunity, signaling a contrarian bullish outlook on the stock's future, expecting a rebound. On the management front, CEO Elon Musk has cautioned about rough quarters ahead, leading to lowered EPS estimates by analysts, which clearly indicates some near-term headwinds. Despite this, there are also long-term optimistic narratives emerging, such as Wolf's improving AI and autonomy narrative and Tesla's strategic move to look to South Korea to sidestep reliance on China. Former President Trump's recent comments about wanting Tesla to thrive also add a layer of political support that could influence investor sentiment. Now, let's turn our attention to the daily chart to see how these news events have impacted TSLA's price action over a broader time frame. As you can see, the stock has been highly volatile, with its 52-week range spanning from $182 to $488.54. Let's zoom in on the daily chart, specifically from March 2024 through July 2025, to observe the more recent trends and reversals. We can clearly see a significant downtrend from the peak in December 2024, where prices were near the $480 mark, plummeting over 35% to recent lows. The sharp decline observed in February 2025, from around $361 down to the $280 range, could be partly attributed to CEO Musk's rough quarters ahead comments, eroding investor confidence. A major plunge occurred on March 10, 2025, where the price dropped roughly 12% in a single day, hinting at strong bearish pressure during that period. Fast forward to July 11, 2025, and we see another significant drop, with the stock closing at $241.03, marking an 8.46% decline, which aligns closely with the earnings-related plunge Cathie Wood identified as a buying opportunity. Following this July 11th dip, there was a noticeable rebound, with the price attempting to recover and pushing towards the $320 range by late July. This recovery from the $240 level demonstrates that this area has acted as a significant support level, a crucial point to watch for any future downturns. However, the upward momentum has stalled around the $320 to $330 mark, which now appears to be a short-term resistance area for Tesla, indicating that selling pressure mounts at these levels. Breaking above $330 would be a strong bullish signal, suggesting a potential continuation of the recovery rally, while failing to hold $320 could indicate further consolidation or a retest of lower support levels. Now let's switch to the 15-minute chart to get a granular view of the very recent price action, specifically focusing on July 30th, 2025, as this is our latest available data. On July 30th, the stock opened around $322.18, but quickly faced selling pressure, dropping significantly throughout the day. We observed a sharp intraday decline, with the price hitting lows around $311.61 around 1849 Universal Time Coordinated. This level, approximately $311 to $312, served as immediate intraday support, as the price then bounced back quite strongly. The subsequent rally brought the price back up towards $319.30, showing that buyers stepped in aggressively at those lower intraday levels. However, this upward movement then lost momentum, consolidating around the $318 to $319 range towards the end of the trading day, with the last recorded close at $317.89. The high volume during the sharp drops and subsequent bounces on this 15-minute chart suggests strong institutional activity and rapid reevaluation of positions, potentially related to the ongoing rough quarters ahead narrative versus buying opportunity outlooks. For short-term traders, the $311 to $312 zone is critical intraday support, while the $319 to $320 zone acted as immediate resistance that the price struggled to clear by day's end. A break above $320 on the 15-minute chart, accompanied by sustained volume, would suggest renewed bullish sentiment for the short term. To recap our analysis for Tesla, we're currently seeing the stock at a pivotal point, closing at $319.04 on July 30, 2025. Key price levels to watch include the strong support zone around $240 on the daily chart, a level that has proven resilient after significant drops. Immediate resistance is observed between $320 and $330. A sustained break above $330, especially on high volume, would likely signal a more robust short-term bullish reversal, potentially confirming Cathie Wood's buying opportunity thesis. Conversely, if Tesla fails to hold the $310 support level on the 15-minute chart and subsequently breaks below the $240 daily support, it could signal a deeper short-term correction, possibly heading towards the $180 range seen earlier this year. The likelihood of a bullish continuation is moderate, perhaps 60%, if broader tech market sentiment remains positive and Tesla can show concrete progress on its AI and autonomy initiatives, countering the rough quarters ahead. Outlook from management. A bearish scenario, around 40% likelihood, could materialize if global economic concerns intensify, or if Tesla's upcoming delivery numbers or future guidance fail to meet expectations, reinforcing the negative short-term outlook. Investors should also pay close attention to news regarding Tesla's diversification efforts, such as the South Korea strategy and any concrete developments in their AI division, as these could act as significant long-term catalysts. Keep an eye on trading volumes. Strong volume accompanying a breakout above resistance or a breakdown below support will reinforce the validity of the move. Thank you for joining Explain the Charts, and we'll see you in the next one.